This is the last topic of your chapter, last video of your chapter number 3. From tomorrow, we'll be starting chapter number 4, that is poverty. Okay? So, this is the last part. Okay, let us start. So, we have seen many reforms has been made during the 1991 in many fields, in terms of agriculture, industries, and everywhere the reforms had been made. Okay, so we have seen that the globalization, privatization, liberalization, all about we have seen. Okay, now so we will here see about the performance of the economic reforms that has been made during 1991. Okay, so what are the highlights? Number one, the growth is mainly driven by the growth of service. Okay, na? So there has been tremendous increase growth in the service sector compared to the industrial and the agricultural sector. It means that the growth is dominated by the service sector, so it is not a good. Okay, so growth means every aspect should be growing. Okay, na? Then only it is a ideal one. Otherwise, it's not a good ideal one. But it is, in fact, if we are improving one sector, it is also good, but it is more good if you improve the every aspects, every sectors. Okay, na? So this is the reason behind. Number two, opening opening up of economy has led to the rapid increase in foreign exchanges reserves as there was huge increase in foreign investment. Okay, earlier you know that between 1947 to 1991, what was the government policy? The government has not opened the economy very much. As a matter of fact, there has been various restriction in foreign investment. Okay, so but after the 1991, when after the coming of the globalization in 1991, there was a free flow of foreign investment. The investor from the foreign countries which have a huge money come into India, like multinational companies come into India and started investing in India. So if they are bringing a money, it means that they are bringing in a foreign currency. Okay, na? So it may be a dollar, yen, pound kind of thing. So why the flow of foreign exchange reserves was there in India? So it has increased the foreign exchange reserves of India. Earlier it was very less. As a matter of fact, the India have to resorted to the new economic policy. Okay, so a reason behind we have seen that. Now next, India becomes successful exporter of auto parts. ठीक है ना? India after the coming of the new uh, era, a new economic policy, the India become a exporter of auto parts. ठीक है? India started exporting of manufactured goods. Otherwise, earlier India was exporting of primary goods especially. ठीक है ना? Mostly. So, but after coming of the reform, so these thing happened, good thing happened, and inflation was kept in control. The inflation was also kept in control. So this is the thing. Now, failure of economic reforms. So whatever it is, there is a failure in the economic reforms also. What are the failure part we are going to see today? Now, number one is neglect of agriculture. Agriculture was neglected, okay, during the reform period. It was solely dedicated toward improving the industrial sector. Okay, so why agriculture was neglected? So what are the thing that government has thing that made us feel that agriculture has been neglected? As a matter of fact, if you are neglecting the agriculture, the growth will not take place in that particular area. ठीक है ना? तो this is the thing. Number one, what is the reason behind? Agricultural investment, especially in infrastructure, has been reduced in the reform period. Infrastructure means in agriculture, infrastructure means your irrigation, your fertilizer availability. You know, all these comes under agricultural investment. So all those investment has been reduced. ठीक है ना? So as a matter of fact, the agricultural farmers were in distress. ठीक है? And there were no any improvement in the agricultural sector. Now, removal of fertilizer subsidies. So we have seen that in the last chapter, I think chapter number 2, some people was speaking about removal of fertilizer subsidies in agriculture. ठीक है ना? So various regions they gave ठीक है? So as a matter of fact, the government started removing the fertilizer subsidies, giving up fertilizer subsidies to the farmers. You know that our agricultural sector is not improved that way, as in the developed countries. So why our farmers need help from the government? If government is not giving any help, it means that it will lead to a reduction in the production of the agriculture. ठीक है ना? So this is one of the thing. Now third is removal of imports on agricultural products. The imports on agricultural product was also reduced. ठीक है ना? Earlier whatever product comes from the outside the country, from the foreign countries, are imposed heavy duties. ठीक है ना? So as a matter of fact, the whatever product we are coming from, the whatever product, agricultural product coming from the outside, patch you a very high price. As a matter of fact, there's no any any kind of competition between international product and the Indian product in terms of agriculture. But when it was reduced, as a matter of fact, whatever we are getting, our product which is less in quality, we are getting that in a lesser price, even lesser price from the foreign foreign imports. ठीक है ना? Whatever we are imported from the foreign. So it kept the Indian farmers in a huge competition. ठीक है? International competition. You know that the developed countries are more developed in agricultural sector also. They have a better quality commodities, and also they have a low cost agricultural product because of huge mechanization in the developed countries. So as a matter of fact, their price also are also very less compared to the Indian product. So that was the reason. Now, so we have seen agricultural sector. So now we will also see about the second number is the uneven growth in industrial growth. There was the uneven growth in the industrial sector also. So that way you have to just remember this point. And other value we can see, it led to the urban concentration of growth process. Whatever growth we have got was concentrated in the urban areas. There was no any development in the rural areas. That is the reason. Means it wants to say it encouraged economic colonization. Means it encouraged economic colonization. See, the very multinational companies come into India, and they started investing in India. As a matter of fact, the market of the India will be dominated by the multinational companies, which do have a higher better technology than us. As a matter of fact, it is dominated by the multinational companies in India. As a matter of fact, what happened? Some developed countries try to dominate our economy, dominate our market. Okay, so that is, it wants to say it leads to the economic colonization. Economically, India is under some big players. Big players. Now it resulted in spread of consumerism. So it has resulted in consumerism. Consumerism means what? It is promotion and protection of consumer interest. So means that Indian economy is all about consumer. Means the growth and whatever it is depending on the consumption. Means if people consume, the things can be sold in the market, kind of thing. So it means that it is just taking into interest the interest of the taking into consideration the interest of the consumers. So as a matter of fact, there is some negative impact also. So in this case, what will happen? There may be a case of overproduction, which is not good for the any economy. So now the third last one is, it led to cultural erosion. So cultural erosion means whatever culture long lasting culture do we have are starting losing. The people instead of eating Indian traditional food, started eating very fat food like burgers, started eating like kind of packed food. And whatever we have culture like respecting each other, elders are the elders are respected, and love are given to the small ones. All this kind of thinking also going away, and the people started adopting the foreign culture, like culture like your costumes also. They are following the costumes of the foreign countries, okay, style, whatever, fashion, also they are adopting foreign fashion, ठीक है ना, people started wearing shorts like that. But before time, in our cultural pursuits, all these are not there in the past. But after the coming of the this foreign huge interaction with the foreign countries, we are started losing our culture, ठीक है ना. So all these are the problem of the coming of the this problem of this globalization and this kind of economic reforms, ठीक है ना. So I have gave you the definition of the economic colonialism, what is it is. So I told you, so please see this. Thank you everyone, this much for the day.